At your YWCA, we recognize survivors as whole people who may experience a number of injustices, including domestic violence, sexual assault, or human trafficking, while also experiencing racism, homelessness, and employability. That's why YWCA Golden Gate Silicon Valley is dedicated to offering a continuum of care.
I can't thank YWCA enough. My child has been attending the child care program for almost 2 years. I was first connected to YWCA child care program when I needed child care for my son. I have no one to watch him when I go to work. I feel so fortunate that I was in the care of YWCA during one of the hardest times I've experienced. I was in a car accident with my son. The accident wasn't my fault, but the driver drove off. It was a hit and run. Luckily, my son and I were not injured, but our car suffered serious damage. After the accident, there was so much smoke coming from the back of the car. I was worried about driving my son for fear of him breathing in the smoke. He even said to me, "Mama, smoke is no good for my breathing." I didn't know what I was going to do. I needed a car to drive to work, and I needed to work to keep my son in school. One day, I dropped my son off at YWCA and went to the store to buy food. Except when I went to pay, I realized that all of the funds I had on my EBT card, which was about $300, had been stolen. I reported the fraud, but they couldn't help me. So now we had no food, no money to fix the car, and no money to wash clothes. We had nothing. I'm a single mom. I live here with my son, and the rest of my family lives in Mexico. So I also had no support here. That was hard enough. I was trying to stay positive and think about the blessings of having my health and my job. But when all of these things started happening, I started to feel overwhelmed. I was down, depressed, filled with anxiety. I couldn't breathe. One afternoon, I went to pick up my son from YWCA, and Miss Elena recognized that I was not okay.
So the parent came in, she looked a little, like she wasn't having a good morning. I said, "How are you doing? How's your day going?" She goes, "Oh no." She goes, "I got so much going on, So I just took my part to ask her if she needed anything. She was like, no. And I said, "Well, if we can help, just let us know." And she just started crying.
I cried and told her what had been going on, and I didn't know what to do, except that my son couldn't come back to school until I had enough money to fix the car because I didn't want him breathing in the bad smoke.
And from there, I was crying. I just couldn't let her leave with knowing that was happening in her life. My boss asked me what was going on. I let her know, and she was like, "You know what, hold on, let me go upstairs and let me see what I can do." And the organization just pulled together. It was amazing just seeing them create all this miracle, not only for the child, but for the whole family.
Miss Elena called me that afternoon to tell me that she had clothes for my son. It felt so good to know that my baby would have clean clothes to wear because we didn't have the money to wash clothes. I told her I was getting paid the next day, so I would be getting my car fixed. But some of the staff from YWCA met me at the mechanic and gave me a check to cover the expenses to fix my car. I couldn't believe it. I was so happy and so grateful. The cost to repair my car were less than the check, but they said I could use the remaining funds to buy holiday gifts. I was so overwhelmed with emotion. When YWCA brought clothes for my son, they even had clean clothes for me. They also brought toys for the holiday and included a bike. My son had been asking for a bike for the holidays, and this wasn't something I had the means to give him.
The look on that little boy's face when we showed up to his house, it was priceless. It was just watching him get that bike was amazing.
As if that wasn't enough, they brought a gift card for food as well. Not only did YWCA help me get past this difficult time with my car, they helped us have a very fulfilling holiday. They helped me get back on my feet so quickly. I am blessed, grateful, happy, and at peace. Thank you, YWCA.
At your YWCA, we are thought leaders. We are fearless movers. We are innovative shakers. Our voices rise together to do the work. We believe survivors deserve to be treated with dignity and respect, and we center their choice on their journey of healing. We are one door to many solutions.